Virgo, welcome to your mid-month for July. What's up? What's going on? Oh, I know. Time is fleeting. Like always, take what resonates, leave what does not, yeah? Do keep in mind, these are general collective readings, not one-to-one private, which is to say they may not resonate at all. Normal, right? Check your other placements. You will find yourself in there somewhere. Show me Virgo. Show me Virgo, please. What's going on? Show me Virgo. Oh. 4 of Cups for some of you. I hope not. Okay. Some of you might have been feeling a little down. What's going on? Show me Virgo, please. Okay. Ace of Wands, okay. Ace of Swords, the Emperor, oh yes, wow. 10 of Swords, 3 of Wands, Chariot, oh goodness, free at last. Oh, free at last, yes. Nice. Death, Knight of Pentacles, 6 of Wands, things are finally moving forward. Oh, beautiful. I don't know what's going on, but I'm just, you know how it is when something's not moving and something's not moving and something's, and you're like, okay, so this is not what I planned, this is not what I intended. And things suddenly start to free up, and you begin to question if they ever will. Things will ever move forward. Will this ever end? Will this ever stop? And that's the Virgo I'm looking at today. Your energy is getting stronger every day, okay? I'm not saying you're perfect. I'm not saying that I won't see the standard kind of human nonsense. I will, but that you are rising. You're rising into yourself beautifully, boldly, but with a great deal of, I have no way to move forward. Okay, what that is, I don't know. We'll take a look. But you're looking strong, you're looking bold in terms of energy, your thoughts, sense of willpower and drive. 10 of Swords, 3 of Wands, the Chariot. Oh, thank goodness. The days of waiting are over. Something is finally freeing up, moving forward, getting something. Something's happening. Okay, and then Death, Knight of Pentacles again. Something here is claiming lack of movement or non-movement or nothing's happening. I've seen it happen twice. That sense of useless waiting, that sense of no movement, and then 2 movements. Okay. It's almost like you're saying there's something here I can't tolerate anymore. I can't do anymore. I need to step into this. I need more energy. I need to be my strongest self. And I need to allow this to happen. I need this ending to occur so I can move forward. And it's something that's hitting you so sharply and boldly. It's wonderful. It's magnificent. I'm not saying it's not without pain or cost. There's always pain and cost. In this Virgo, it was your time that cost you. Okay. So, I don't know if that's just a bold, bright acceptance on your part. Let's take a look. Some of these I will skip because they will speak for themselves. But we're going to go ahead and jump right into that Ace of Wands. Show me that Ace of Wands, please. Show me that Ace of Wands. Show me that Ace of Wands. Yeah, right there on the split too. It's like, I can't wait. I can't wait to move forward. I can't wait to leave this behind. I can't wait for my bold new entry into this life. I don't know. Wow. Wow, you've done a lot of waiting and a lot of nothing's happening. A lot of background humming noise, but no clear sound. Let's say that Ace of Wands. The World, the Lovers, the 4 of Wands. Wow. Are you opening up or closing off? These together suggest or marks a brand new entry. I need to see what doors are closing because there's something else being closed here. Let's see that Ace of Swords real quick. I need to see what you know first. It's too early to call it. Let's see that Ace of Swords. You have to understand, guys, the world works both ways. Opening, closing, and then also the repetition of cycles. Ace of Wands precedes it. It could be that you are marking towards me a brand new beginning and a very strong connection, or closing one out. And that means you're excited by that. So I need to see. Ace of Swords, some of the Ace of Swords, some of the Ace of Swords. I can't wait. Let's see the Ace of Swords, please. The Moon, Two of Swords, Ace of Cups. We were confused about our feelings for a very long time, and now we have truth. That is absolute truth. Whatever it was that was knocking around under your moon, specifically love and being in love with the Ace of Cups or ready for new love, I don't know. Is saying the time of confusion for that is over. You know where your heart lies. Oh, what's going on? I need to see that Emperor now. This has got some heat on it. I need to see your Emperor. Okay, I like this. I'm very happy that you understand the truth about your feelings. That's beautiful. That's magnificent. That's a bold declaration of I used to be confused about my heart. I'm not confused anymore. I know what I feel. For a long period of time, Christina, I did not. The Moon and the Two of Swords. I insisted upon confusion, and then I just kind of pushed it away. It was not convenient to think about my feelings at all. Where my heart lies, where it was open towards, the path it was on, being in love with who, what, with, okay, all that. You're saying you did your best to not think about it. But it's truth now. It's a truth you can't deny anymore. Something like this. Let's see that Emperor, please. Show me that Emperor. Show me the Emperor. Show me the Emperor. You understand your feelings for yourself, someone else. There's a strong connection here, but is it opening or closing? Let's see that Emperor, please. Or is it somewhere in between the Hanged Man, the Nine of Wands, the Hermit? You've been doing a lot of work. There you are, honey. Gaining perspective on resistance and where that has led you, how it has taken away from you. This is something that's processing, that's overdue. Well overdue. Okay. But having addressed it now and coming to terms with you, you seem to be a lot firmer. A lot firmer. And that's one of the many benefits, guys, of knowing thyself. And sometimes that means we put ourselves through the absolute worst and the ringers in order to understand this. But we've had a long time to think about resistance and what does that mean? And why have we been resisting this knowledge? Why have we been resisting this feeling? Because then we'd have to do something about it if we knew, right? I'm going to go ahead and call it. I think this is a dual door. I think you're showing me something that you want to very much open into. That represents your truer heart space compared to where you were exiting from, which does not. When I see that level of responsibility towards knowledge, and then the firmness of somebody's energy rise into empowerment, typically suggests responsibility has now been taken. Accountability, that whole thing. And this is something we were desperate to not look at for a long time. So I don't know how long you've been processing this. Okay. But it's like that truth, guys. People say they want the truth all the time. It's funny because human beings will show me how they go out of their way to avoid the truth at all costs. Okay. Because once we have the knowledge, we become responsible for doing something with it. So people will take tremendous lengths to go out of their way. This is why we have the Moon. This is why we have the Five of Swords and the Seven of Swords. It can go on and on. So much for people insisting that they want the truth. You should see what most people do with it. They bury it. They don't want to be held responsible for the knowledge. You're saying you have this and you can't take it back. You know the truth of your heart. And you're saying that this time of resistance is over. You're empowered now. And you can't take it back, and I don't think you want to. But there's consequences in here. That was quite the bold opening. Very bold. Suggests to me, if this had been over here, I might have been leaning towards, okay, we're closing out a strong connection, and we're kind of excited by it. But since it was over here, it made just a little bit of difference. However, given the Ten of Swords and Death, it suggests, in order for this bold energy to occur, with a strong connection, based on a relationship, there are elements about you that must leave something else behind, or to move forward. Let's jump on over here. It was a long time coming. It was a long time coming, guys. Okay. Let's go ahead and take a look at that Ten of Swords, please. It's pickup day. Let's see that Ten of Swords. Show me that Ten of Swords. Show me that Ten of Swords. Show me that Ten of Swords. Oh, yeah. We're getting to you. Let's see that Ten of Swords, please. Cinnamon is here today, by the way. She's part of your crew. But she calmed down just a wee bit. She was all fired up during Taurus's message. All fired. I hadn't seen her that fired up in a long time. Oh, but she had been naughty this morning. So she got a little time out and she had a little time out and she calmed down. And I'll tell you why. She figured something out. Anyway, watch Taurus as if you're bored. Judgment is happening while I was recording. Judgment, Ten of Wands, the Ace of Swords. Ah! Yeah, it's twofold, honey. I'm calling it. This is twofold. It's very distinct. It's very distinct in the acceptance that you get to embrace this new beginning. You understand parts of you must be transformed, died, or left behind. Damn. Damn, Virgo. I'm past 10 minutes. Good. Damn, Virgo. Ten of Swords, Judgment, Ten of Wands, Ace of Swords. You're saying that truth cost you a pretty penny. That Ace of Swords that you had to work so hard to achieve. Understanding the truth of your feelings that you denied for a long time. And it's twofold. The sword typically works both ways, that sword does. Dual edge. The strength of your feelings, how you've been avoiding that which you want to enter and that which you have to exit. I don't know, and I don't claim to know, at least not yet. They might show me, you might show me, what it is exactly that has to be left behind. I just know that it no longer suits you or sits with you. I don't know what parts of you have to give up, but I just know that they're not for you anymore. And it was so hard for you to come to this truth, right? Because once you know, you can't take it back, right? Responsibility of truth weighs heavy. I think you had to work very hard for this truth, and it was judgment. It was a matter of time, and it was so hard, Ten of Wands, because it meant Ten of Swords. It meant looking at the particular recesses of your heart and how painful that was and how difficult that was going to be and how it might still be. But now it feels like you have that elusive assignment with your life, right? That purpose that you've been skirting on the edges of for I don't know how long. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Yeah, you did. It was always in there. Right? Now that you can acknowledge this and accept it, it's like you have focus again. You have purpose again. You have form and function again. Like I said, that elusive assignment. I'm looking for something to do and I know what's in here. And you kind of get panicky. Right? Because there's this thing that says, if I want this, I got to be willing to give this up. Parts of myself, transformation, 3D energy, I don't know. But then you got closer and closer to that. You're working through it, and now you can feel what your assignment is now. The responsibility of said knowledge. It took a long time for this to dawn on you. I mean, a long time. You saw what I was working with. Your truth was buried under the moon with the Two of Swords. That's a whole I don't want to look at it. Christina, it's too much. It's too much. But that answer, too much, wasn't enough for you because it wasn't an answer. There's something else in here that you want more than yourself. It's just where you got to be, honey. Three of Wands, we're going to skip it. Let's see the Chariot. I want to see your movement. You're like, now finally I have somewhere to go. I have somewhere to drive. I have a purpose. I have a roadmap. Let's see that Chariot. Let's see that Chariot. This is such a slow exit. That's okay. It's okay. I'd rather you have gotten there in your own time and in your own way than not at all. Okay? Show me that Chariot. Show me the Chariot. Show me the Chariot. Eight of Wands. Eight of Swords, the Hierophant. Okay. Yep. I see you moving forward in communication. I want you to stand by spiritually what you feel, even if you can't see the exact results. That's okay. A little bit of mystery, a little bit of blindness. That's fine. You're entering in what feels like the unknown, but it's not very unknown, is it? It's that sense of purpose that perhaps you didn't know you were leaning in towards and have been for a long time, but now that you're starting to define it, it scares you a little bit. That's what it is to kind of boldly march off into the horizon and not look backwards. That's okay. A little bit of Eight of Swords, okay, fine. So long as your Hierophant is here signing off on this, that's all I care about. So there's that acceptance of assumed I don't know everything. In some areas, I admit I'm blind. But I am opening up, I am moving forward, and I don't want to question it too deeply because that might set me back. It might set me back into that place where I was shoving everything under the moon and everything was a mystery to me. This ache, this calling, because I didn't understand my heart well. Well, those days are over, right? So long as your Hierophant is outshining that Eight of Swords, I can trust that you can move forward. In communication, action, whatever your goals are. There's a spiritual essence in you that's quite high at this time. I really want you to push into that, okay? Just admit to yourself with that Eight of Swords, I don't know everything. I'm going to have to learn as I go. Yes. Yes. I don't know what it is you have to leave behind. I just know that it came at a dear cost to you to understand it. In terms of fear, truth, understanding, insight, and that's just, again, that sense of responsibility. It cost you a lot to come to that truth, so make good on it. Don't let it go to waste. Okay? That truth took a long time to will out. Don't put it aside, because then you'll be putting yourself aside again. Do you want to go back into that space? A Virgo walking around without feeling like you have an assignment. It's all right. A little bit of blindness never hurt anybody. Tarot can only answer so much. We really have to live to find out. Okay? So I see you moving forward, talking. Stand behind what you say. And just admit it's okay to not know everything. Okay? Oh, boy. Let's see death, please. Okay. Death to no movement, and then here we have movement again. Show me death. Oh my goodness. Oh my, yes. Three majors over that death there. This is not insignificant, guys. You're not crazy. This is something you said you would never do. You're doing the opposite of what it is you said you would never do. Oh. There's a falseness there. That Sarah, you're like, my driving days are over. Me moving towards anything based on the strength of my own heart, those days are over. How long did it take you to come to terms with the fact that that's not true? Chariot, the Tower, the universe was happy to prove you wrong. Oh my God. Everything's going to start making sense to you soon. the more you move towards it and tell yourself it's okay to not know everything, the more you're going to be blown away by how long you've been hanging back and that you didn't need to, but that's okay. You're here now. Chariot, the Tower, the Wheel of Fortune. It took so much time for you to see that you still have movement in you, that you still have goals and drives, love of the self and ambition. Virgo's still got some Virgo in there, you know? I know, you said that you had nowhere to go anymore. You had nowhere to go anymore. That's not true. The next chapter, the next journey, the next whatever. I have nowhere to go anymore. My car is officially parked. In fact, the wheels fell off. I got news for you, honey. Wheels can be replaced. The Tower is very happy to claim that assumption that over time you had nowhere to go anymore. We're going to go ahead and skip that Knight of Pentacles, happily so. Good. Good. Let's see that Six of Wands, please. I don't know how long it's going to take for you to close this out. I just know that, like I said, the knowledge of what the situation is and isn't cost you dearly, so use it. Don't let it go to waste. There's no point in having a truth about yourself if you're not willing to act on it, right? And that means allowing yourself to face the unknown a little bit and going into the unknown, etc. People do it every day. You can too. Okay? All right, let's see that Six of Wands. I don't know if this will make a reappearance at some point. It seems to me you have enough already clearing the space that you need for yourself in order to go after whatever it is that you said you could never move towards. Okay? I think it's kind of enough for you to be mind blown by this, spiritually and otherwise. So let's not rush it, but still I'm curious. I'm curious about whether or not, while that one door is closing, when does the other open? I'm very curious about that. But I'm only trying to look at the next couple of weeks. So I do not know. It's a process, all as most things are. They're a process. All right. Five of Cups, Three of Wands, the Six of Wands. Wow! Your days of waiting are over, and it's kind of like you're realizing that was half the problem. I'm waiting on myself. I'm waiting for this miracle solution, and that's why a lot of people get caught up in that Three of Wands. It's just so tempting to believe that there will be a miracle solution, right? Typically, that miracle solution is within us, and it's that truth that most of us avoid. Okay? Which is why when we start making changes based off those deep inner knowings and conversations with ourselves about certain truths, that's when we finally start to make progress. And that's how we know we're onto something. We stop ignoring that instinct to hide the truth and hide our feelings, and we start listening to it, and then we start making progress. And that's what you're realizing for yourself. Half of your sorrow and pain kept waiting. You kept waiting for permission, insight, a new assignment, a new feeling. And it got there, but it came from you, honey. It came from you. Everything begins with the self. It came from you. That deep knowledge, that came from you. That deep sense of spiritual movement and change and empowerment, that came from you. And your willingness to look at the impossible. Whatever it is that you wrote off, I have no more future in this direction, or there's nothing I can do, I have no more room to grow, I have nowhere else to go. You know, the wheels fell off my truck a long time ago and it can't be repaired. Whatever that is, when you stop doing that, look at the massive strides you started making. You realize all that sorrow, Five of Cups, was coming from the self. And unnecessary waiting, looking out on the horizon. That's what a lot of people do, so don't be like a lot of people. Try not to be. Okay? You listen to your truth because it's particular to you. And Six of Wands, you feel so much better because you're seeing results in reality. I don't know about whether or not you will connect to this very strong connection. I just see that it's a power burst as part of your truth. And it's allowing you to shed this part of your life like an old skin that doesn't suit you anymore. Okay. That was so thrilling to see that. You assumed you could make no more movements. It's not true. Stand behind your beliefs here with the Hierophant, even if not everything makes sense to you immediately. I promise you, you're going to feel a lot better in future. Let's get some advice. I'm going to go ahead and shake this out. Let's get some advice, please. The Sun. The Star. Ten of Pentacles. You're on the right track. What you are feeling intuitively. And the Sun and the Stars. It's beautiful. What you wish upon. Stability. I know. You want stability. You want that long term. I know. But you want it to be happy too. And you feel that your sense of stability and foundation could be happy, and that perhaps it should be. That maybe you can even be blissfully happy. Is it possible? Yeah. Such a long-term desire for stability, high function. We've had a lot of time to think about this with the Hanged Man. Should a foundation be happy? You're saying it's a growth thing, but you have to step into empowerment and decide upon this. And it's a slow process, you admit that. But the idea here is that you need to trust your sense of empowerment and your newly developed formed knowledge. With the King of Swords here. It was a long time coming. That there's this idea that my happily ever after should indeed be happy. And that I have to be in charge of this. I have to command it. I have to will it. We've had a lot of time to think about this. All I'm saying, I have no idea. I see a little bit of an idea of what it is you'd like to enter into. I really have no idea that which you're exiting. I just know that that knowledge was hard-earned. It was a long time coming, too. Okay. Would suggest, if you know what it is that happily ever after is, whatever it is that's being exited does not meet that definition. But it took you a long time to come to terms with it. Okay. If I'm being honest with you, honey, I see you have a more commanding but quiet nature. I do. You look commanding but quiet, and that's fine. I like commanding and quiet. I do. There's a soft reassurance to it because that person's not loud. It's the core of that person who says, I know who I am. And perhaps I just always assumed I was in a particular track in this life. But I'm willing to change. And it's done so quietly. I think I know you're saying what real empowerment is. Success, pride, crown. It's on the sideways. Yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there into that sense of empowerment and fulfillment. I know. Like I said, it's that assignment that's been elusive to you, which is in reverse. It's not a magic thing and it's not a curse thing. It has nothing to do with any of that. You're not being cursed. It has nothing to do with powers. There's no nonsense like that. It's just... it's an understanding between you and you. Okay. The envelope unfolding. Surprise. Communication, obviously, for some of you, absolutely. But the envelope here suggests the unfolding. The unfolding of your next assignment, I believe. Okay. Anything else in here, please? May your new beginning serve you well. Stepping out of the comfort zone for some of you, South Node, perhaps for some of you, Virgo is your South Node. But there's that clinging there to the comfort zone. Just because we want stability doesn't mean it's our comfort zone. Our comfort zone should indeed be comfortable, loving and supportive, etc. Celebration, hot and cold. Okay. Excuse me, sorry. Comfort zone, but yeah, I can see where we've been clinging to the comfort zone, and particularly that notion that I have nowhere else to go or nothing else to achieve in this life, no particular truths or otherwise. It was kind of like you're saying in your opening, I'm just kind of resigned to sign off on these responsibilities as I understand them. And perhaps we conflated this with empowerment. That's not true. We know that there's more in us. Okay? And then the celebration, hot and cold. There are times when you feel celebratory in knowing the truth, and there's other times where you feel cold against it. I know, you went back and forth on this one. Like I said, this is dualistic. In order to have that brand new, inspiring, shiny new beginning with a very strong connection, that means the coldness of something else. It's also a cold truth. Okay, like I said, it cost you a lot to come to terms with that Ace of Swords. Use it. Okay? So I want you to celebrate what you've learned because it frees you. It doesn't damn you, it frees you. Regrets. I know, I saw that down here with the Five of Cups. Regrets waiting so long, mostly. That's where most people's regret comes in, is how long they waited to understand or to see. So thankfully, we saved you hopefully a little bit of time. Or rather, you did. Spiritual awakening. Yes, I'm sure. Oh, no doubt. Okay. Virgo, honey, I hope this helped you. Put in the comments as you see fit. Take care. Be well.